Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
For the first part of our speaking test, we are going to discuss a topic on maps. Do you think it's better to use a paper map or a map on your phone in one?
I think it both have disadvantages and advantages. For using maps on the paper, it's can it can also make it can also help people to know the way, and but sometimes it is rains, the water may get into the paper, the maps, so it will wet and we can use it. But while you using the maps in the phones, it's more convenient. We can there's a Google Map, and we it can also show the nearest, show the best way to go. And but there are also disadvantages is when the phone is no batteries, it will be useless.
When was the last time you needed to use a map? Why or why not?
I think the last time I used the maps is when I I have a trip with my families, and that time both my father's and my mother's phones are no batteries, so we need to buy a maps, and that helped me to get into the nearest hotels.
If you visit a new city, do you always use a map to find your way around? Why or why not?
Um, uh, when I go to the city, I don't really use the maps because we have also now each people have phones, and it can use map on the phones. And I think using a map like a, on a paper, it's just used to go into the countryside.
Hmm. In general, do you find it easy to read maps? Why or why not?
I think it's not very easy to read the map because in the maps there's lots of roads, houses, and it can also show how high of the the mountains, and uh, is really very confused to look at them to read the map.
Okay, thank you. And that's the end of part one. Now let's move on to part two, in which you are going to describe an occasion when you had to do something in a hurry. And you should say what you had to do, why you had to do this in a hurry, and how well you did this. And explain how you felt about having to do this in a hurry. I have here the question, and I will also give you a paper and a pen so you can prepare your answer for a minute. Alan, your 1 minute preparation is over. Now I'd like you to describe an occasion when you had to do something in a hurry, and you can start now.
Um, I have lots of times when I'm in a hurry, um, and I rarely in a hurry, but before there's a time that I'm in hurry that makes me so nervous, and that's in the morning when I was up, wake up, why I woke up and I look at the clocks, and it's 6:30, but my school start at 6:45. So I woke up very fast and try to brush my teeth, brush my teeth, uh, try to be fast. And the reason why I'm hurry that last night I I um I sleep late because I had online classes, and that's makes me so tired. And but when I'm in hurry, but I still come to school at the right times, is because um, my mom has prepared for my breakfast, and it's I also have a bike, so it's helped me to go to school faster. And when I do this in a hurry, I feel very nervous because when I'm late for school, the teachers can uh, I can uh, learn to be in the class because my teachers is always angry with uh, people with the student who come late. And but that's all over, and have um and I've come into class at the right time when right time.
Thank you for your answers. And now let's move on to part three. Alan, for part three, the topic for discussion is about arriving late. I'd like to ask you this question. What should happen to people who arrive late for work?
Um, in my opinions, I think for the people who come late, um, the boss will can't never if the people come always come late, the boss will never trust them, and they can have good salaries. And also if they always come late, um, they can miss the important meetings, and they can be and they might can't go to work anymore.
Can you suggest how people can make sure they don't arrive late?
Um, for people to arrive late, I think there are some solutions. Is to use the alarm clocks, and it's always ring at the right times. And also at the night they should sleep early so they can wake up early in the morning.
Thank you. And now let's move on to managing study time. Alan, what are the likely effects of students not managing their study time well?
If the students manage their times of studying well, they can have a good score in the test, and they can also have lots of good score. And and when they have uh, good plans for studying, they can't never be confused while studying.
How important is it for students to have enough leisure time?
In my opinions, if uh, the student don't have enough leisure time, they can be very tired, and it can lead to some some eff- some not good effects to their body. So they should have more enough leisure time to relax after a long day of studying, and it can also improve the score.
Thank you for your answers, and that's the end of our speaking test. Have a nice day.